Hey everybody, it's Bruce Profits back again with another profitable day. Made about 7K today. Very happy about that. That is without Apex. Currently, I am waiting on Apex to approve a few things, so I haven't been trading my Apex accounts. And then last week I did have, like a huge loss, but today I had a winner here. You can see buy side trade. There was a fair value gap on the bottom left-hand corner. You can see it took that. This is a third stage distribution to my knowledge. There was an order block the price keyed off of. This was AM session, so I got out after that, and then PM session. Here I am with a lot of trades. First one was a sells, losers. Then I reversed the position, closed at the top, started selling. Went in and made a lot of profit, and then I started, I think, selling again. Closed the loser, then I sold again for a winner. So overall, I overcame everything today. And then I overcame last week's drawdown mostly, I believe. And more accounts are at payout, and everything's going great. So thank you again, Guy. Let's.
So this will be the long form video, just kind of explaining how my last 2 weeks have been. So last week, the first day was a big red day, about negative 700, I believe, on all my accounts. The following day was basically a flip day where I didn't really have much. I made like 30 bucks. The day after, I did make some money, I think between 200 to 300, and the following day, I think 200 to 300. But by Friday, I had lost about 500 on a tilt session. So there was a lot of tumultuous times last week. I was trying not to record for whatever reason. I had gotten back into Tom Hogarth's content, which for some reason, every time I start studying his content, I start getting a little bit ahead of myself and start, overindulging on risk and just overstaying my positions. The main crux of my problem last week was I took a bad trade, and that's fine. But once I was out of drawdown within the next trade, I was supposed to close. That's a common ICT thing, taking profit just to protect the loser or recovering the loser with half the drawdown or half the risk. That's what he usually says. But, I think I still had the same risk on. But I did recover it, and then I ended up letting it go. So that was a bad um, hiccup. But it didn't destroy me. Again, I'm still waiting on Apex to confirm a few things as well. So I wasn't, in a rush. I decided I was going to take a break for the following week. So, today's Wednesday. Up until today, I did trade Tuesday and Wednesday. I think Monday I tried to trade some challenges. I didn't really end up taking the break, only except from some of the Apex accounts. So I think Thursday I'm going to get back to trading pretty much all my accounts, and maybe even adding some more before the end of the week. But I'm very grateful I was paid out by a few prop firms, Top Step, Buell Knox. I'm eligible for a payout with my funded futures, so I'm just going to keep working and seeing what I can do over time. Just being persistent and just staying on the charts and kind of just studying. There's been a lot of good content recently dropped as well. I believe his name is Kyle. He dropped some really good content regarding Power of Three. Basically just focusing on previous day high, previous days low, trying to enter there. That's the most efficient area to enter. Less efficient is slightly above there, and then once you're on the third part of that quadrant, it's not efficient. You shouldn't be entering. Also, just being aware of that midnight close. So there's many important levels to look at on the chart. For me, I definitely look at the session highs as well as previous days highs, lows. The new mentorship has a lot of levels mentioned that I haven't really focused on myself, such as like new week opening gap or new day gap. There's a lot of different things ICT is speaking about, although it probably was mentioned before prior. I'm not really used to using those things. I think I have more than enough tools, but I'm always looking to get better risk management. So if I can get a better entry and if I can catch a daily range, that's really, the goal overall, especially because unicorn trades usually do go to the direction of the market. I want to make sure to take advantage of that. So I don't want to get stale or stagnant. I want to keep growing overall as a trader, and thus the profits can grow. So I'm very grateful for today's profits. This is all without Apex. So, if you're making $4,000 a day, that's about $1 million a year income. Obviously, these are through prop firms, so I'm not getting all of the money, but I am grateful for the opportunity that God has given me. Let's go.